Hi beautiful people, my name is Victoria Cochrane. I'm a spiritual healer, a psychic channel, psychic communicator and an author. And a lot of my work is to do with the ascension of the planet. And some people might not know what that means, but everything that we think and do is based on our belief system, and it affects our vibrational frequency, which affects our consciousness. So it is basically our consciousness. So the way we think about ourselves in the world is based on our belief system, and that affects the frequency that we put out to the world. So if we're thinking about ourselves, we're worried about money, we're enmeshed in gossip and drama, and everything is woe is me, and we're a glass half empty kind of person, then that's what we're putting out to the world, and that's what we're attracting. However, if we're really positive and giving gratitude for what we have rather than what we don't have, so then being a glass half full kind of a person, that's what we're putting out to the world, and that's what we're attracting. So you can see the difference in the vibrational frequency of thinking, I love myself and I love my life, to I hate myself and I hate my life. The difference between those two frequencies is enormous, and that affects our consciousness. That is the consciousness that we're creating for ourselves and that we're living by. And that does go out to affect other people and the world. We are all one in the energy of the creator of all that is. No religion, just the source of creation. Everything in the universe is one, and everything is created on the energy of love. On the earthly plane, we all feel that we're separate and that we're all different and that nothing that we do will affect other people, but we couldn't be more wrong. And so oneness is really the state of ascension. Now, I don't think anyone living in an earthly body can ever say that they're in an ascended state, they've got to mastery, and they're there all the time. It's just not possible, really, because we live in a physical body that's mortal. We're affected by human emotions, and we have an aura that sometimes absorbs other people's emotions, and it's extremely difficult to maintain a state of joyful bliss and oneness where nothing else in the world but love is at the fore. It's a real work in progress, but we really need to try to work on it and watch our thoughts and actions, because every thought creates. We create our own reality with every thought that we think. And if we don't love ourselves, if we've got a past full of trauma and bullying and whatever it is, then it's sabotaging us, and it's going to keep us down in that 3D state. So it's really important to be really working on forgiveness for yourself and others, letting go of the past, unloading all of the baggage from the past, all of the trauma, all of the grief and anything that's weighing you down, and starting to really live in the present and work on living in the present, living in the moment, being grateful for what you have, being proud of who you are and the fact that you're still standing, and starting to work on creating a positive mindset where you bring in positivity. So I do a lot of channelings. I put out as many channelings as I can. Lately I'm writing my 4th book, so my energy is going into that, but I do put out a monthly spiritual newsletter called Reaching Out Spiritual News, which you can access on Facebook on my Reaching Out Spiritual News page, or on Blogger. And my channelings blog is victoriacochrane44.com. So there are some really lovely messages coming out from the Masters of Light about Ascension and how we can help the world to rise out of the 3D state and to actually begin to really step into the Ascension process, which has been going on for years now, since the 12th of the 12th, 2012. But Archangel Gabriel says in this channeling that I did just recently, to live in oneness is to live in a 5th dimensional state at all times. In the denseness of 3rd dimensional earth, this is no mean feat. and is difficult to sustain without continued awareness and vigilance, which is what I was just saying. Only those who have managed to bring in their light bodies and to raise their vibrations above the drama and chaos of life on earth are able, for the most part, to stay in an ascended state and to help others to reach it. And I think that when we are more aware, even if we're not in that ascended state all the time, the more aware we become, the more able we are to help others to start raising their vibrations into a higher state of consciousness and to be striving to send out love and light and not hate and darkness. Archangel Gabriel goes on to say, any dimensional state is a vibrational frequency aligned to a certain consciousness. The higher the frequency, the higher the dimension that the person will be operating consciously in. Consciously. So subconsciously, what are we operating in? What do we say subconsciously to ourselves all the time? And you've got to start to cut and cancel those negative thoughts of, oh, I can't do it, or I'm hopeless at that, or, yeah, trust me. Those things will undermine us all the time. We do it. I do it. Okay, he still goes on. All dimensions are light infused, and if the frequency of light is low, the vibration will also be low, meaning that at a conscious level, the person or being will be egotistical and self-absorbed. The more light that one allows into their chakras through the clearing of blockages, such as past emotional abuse or trauma, the higher their consciousness will become, thus entering a higher dimensional state. The raising of one's consciousness to a state of oneness does not happen overnight, nor will it stay in the fifth dimension without concerted effort and awareness of one's thoughts, perceptions, and attitudes towards self and others. Bring in the light of the Creator into your heart space, into your breath, and into your being. Hold his light as love and feel it as your love also, for the love of the Creator is also your own. Know that the love of the Creator lives and breathes in all things, and there is nothing that is separate from him or that is not loved by him or her, Father, Mother, God, okay? When you know the unconditional love of the Creator and live within his/her light, you will also see everything from a place of love. One cannot judge others when one lives in the light and love of the Creator, nor can one judge oneself because the Creator knows no such state. Love is all there is, and love just is. So guys, watch your thoughts. Be really careful about what you're saying to yourself and what you're creating, what world you're creating. Start to work on those belief systems that are holding you in a lower vibration. And if I can help in any way, please contact me. I can work with you wherever you are in the world, because I'm the channel and I'm connected to the Creator who can do amazing things. I love to help people release their past baggage and to teach them how to step into their own gifts. Not teach, help you to remember, okay? So contact me if I can help you in any way. Don't forget to read these beautiful messages. There's also lots of wonderful channels out there. You can look for them online, on YouTube. There are heaps of people now publishing messages of Ascension and love and light. I thank Higher Self and a few other YouTube channels that publish my channelings as well. And stay tuned for more spiritual spot information and help and techniques on my channel, and have a beautiful day. Bye.